Alana Brophy, weather rates certified 11 years in a row.
All right, and to check out all the weather action we have here happening at home, let's head over for Alana for a look at the weather.
Hi friends, we've got those changes to start off the work week, and we're taking that live look from Logan. I like this camera because you're actually seeing some snow mixing in with the rain. We've got rain running through the streets, and people have been carrying their umbrellas, but we've watched some graupel bounce off the building there, so not a surprise. Thunderstorm threat is out there. Taking a look at the storm tracker radar, it shows you exactly where that moisture is. We're watching it move right over the Great Salt Lake, and we know Cache Valley, Weber County, now starting to see that rain in our valleys, filling in Utah County. In the mountains, it's snow, and it's going to be heavy snow as we get through the next 12 hours. You'll notice southern Idaho and over in Elko, it is snow. A cold front is approaching, and that's going to change things up. Today, we've battled those wicked winds. They mean business, and our wind warnings, well, they're going to hold as we get through midnight and even into the early morning hours for parts of the state. We're tracking that wet weather, where it's headed. We're going to look at the winter alerts and the impacts coming your way. I know you've got commutes to plan, so got to be ready. Oak City camera blowing dust. High wind warning in this area, and this visibility that's reduced here is due to the fact that we've got very strong winds and the dust kicking around. Any loose objects obviously will also be blown around. Power outages possible. That's one of the portions of the state where we are seeing wind gusts in the 60-mile-per-hour range. Look at Cedar City, clocking a 64-mile-per-hour gust. Price also in that arena, 52 miles per hour in Moab. Even along the Wasatch Front, we've seen some healthy winds, and that will continue as the front comes through. Why is this happening? Well, it's an area of low pressure that's digging through the desert southwest and then will lift to the northeast as we head into our Tuesday. It does bring the chance of our next element of the storm, wet weather, which we're seeing in the north. It's rain, but it's going to be snow in the high country, and we're going to see snow mixing in our valleys. Yes, you have spring snow potential as we get through tonight and into tomorrow. In pink, we've got a winter storm warning. That includes the Wasatch and the Uintas, 1 to 2 feet possible. In purple, winter weather advisory. That's for the central mountains over towards the western Uinta Basin, and we know those areas picking up 5 to 10 inches. Winter driving conditions expected in the high country. Mountain routes will be tough, so you have to be ready for it. Parleys could get a little sloppy too. Not a surprise as the storm system's on the move. Satellite radar shows us that front knocking on the door. Behind the front, colder air, and that's where we're going to see that rain transition to snow. Also, don't be surprised if you see some lightning or hear some thunder. The threat of a thunderstorm from Logan all the way to Beaver today. Heading into tomorrow, it shifts to the eastern side of the state, still over the mountains, but vernal all the way down to Moab. Could see the potential of thunderstorm activity as this moisture moves through. Here's the front. Where's it going? We watch as it kind of slides in. By ABC4 News at 10, we've got cold air, and the winds have switched directions. So you can see that swath of moisture on the model, bringing in snow potential. Some areas will see mixed. That includes there in Utah County, but other spots will see straight road slush and snow, and that continues to track east as we get into the early morning hours. Eastern Utah taps into that for Grand County. A little bit of a break. Don't be fooled. We've got that northwesterly flow. It's going to be cold, and snow showers will continue. It's going to keep falling in the mountains, and we get showery throughout the afternoon for tomorrow in the northern and central portions of the state. We stay unsettled with snow showers expected for our Tuesday and into Wednesday. We don't even get much of a break for Thursday. We do see lapses in the activity, but the chance of moisture will stick around. Snow totals in spring. It's April. Snow totals. Northern valleys trace to 4 to 8 in our mountain valleys, southwestern Wyoming. Underneath that winter weather advisory, 5 to 10 inches, 1 to 2 feet. Up there in the Cottonwoods and the northern mountains, southern mountains will get some snow. Below average for tomorrow, this system brings in way colder air, 30s and 40s, 50 in Moab, 56 in St. George. Now there is a chance we get some wet weather down there in Washington County to start off our Tuesday, clearing by the afternoon. The winds still crank for the next 7 down there in St. George. Here's the Wasatch Front. Boy, those snow showers mean business, and we're only going to see highs in the low 40s for the next 2 days. Staying unsettled through the weekend when another system will clip the state, bringing some rain at that point. A little bit of everything. It's a weather buffet, and it's happening now. Serve yourself. Jordan, Emily, over to you.